Smack in the middle of Tokyo, in an area covering vast fields, gardens, and traditional buildings, sits one of Tokyo's little-known attractions. It's called the grounds of the Imperial Palace, and it's home to Japan's Emperor and Empress. Seen on Google Earth, the grounds appear as a green oasis in the center of an otherwise gray and concrete urban sprawl, and the grounds eye view just confirms this. The grounds are split into 4 parcels, 3 of which are open to the public. All are contained within a circular moat. For Tokyoites, it's like a fortress of tranquility and greenery. The moat serves as a barrier that keeps all the traffic in densely packed office building at arm's length. The feeling that you get when you're deep inside the grounds is surreal, maybe spacey is a better word. You're in the geographic center of the world's biggest city and one of its most densely populated. Yet here, it seems like there's nothing but space, nature, traditional buildings, and of course culture. Relatively few of the visitors are Japanese. Most of the locals in the vicinity are joggers who run around the outside of the moat. There's a common perception among people here that the Imperial Palace, with its officialdom and buttoned-down bearing, isn't really much of an attraction. The other factor is that it's right next to the city's major financial district. There are several entrances, well, which should be better described as gates, that sort of take you over the moat and into the Imperial grounds. This is the Otemon Gate, and it's probably the best one, A, because it looks so nice, and number 2, because it gives you good access to some really interesting features of the grounds. Well, talk about a grand entrance. We're greeted by some sort of massive wooden doors and beams with a kind of copper bracing to them, all very traditional style, as we enter the grounds of the Imperial Palace. One thing you won't find on the grounds of the Imperial Palace is the Imperial Palace. But that's understandable because people do live there, namely the Imperial family, and they need their privacy. It's over there somewhere, the actual building palace, but we can't see it because a lot of vegetation is strategically placed to provide that privacy. The Hyakunin Bancho, or the 100 persons guest house. And when, I guess, the lords from the provincial areas came to visit the emperor, they'd be put up here, and it's right inside the Otemachi Gate. Here's another guest house. I'm going to guess that it's for, I guess, higher status dignitaries than the previous guest house. Seems a little bit more luxurious. And along the side, you get something kind of interesting. We get these massive ramparts, which are left over from the old original buildings, and you can see bits and pieces of them throughout the grounds. Another example of those big stone ramparts I was talking about. This one looks like it was part of a fortress originally, but has since sort of had its top half lopped off. I'm on top of those ramparts right now, and my hunch was indeed correct. The fortress was here, but it burned down in around the 1650s, and it was never rebuilt since then. I will say this though, this place commands a fantastic view, not just over the grounds, but over the city. There's several buildings here on the grounds, but this is the building that really sort of stands out in my mind because I really can't place it architecturally. It was built in 1966. It's a music hall. It's called the Toka Gakudo, and I really don't know sort of what kind of architectural style you would file this under. It's octagonally shaped. It's got 8 walls, and as you can see, it's got these sort of very bold frescoes on each of the walls. So if you're in Tokyo and you're looking for some peace and quiet, then head directly into the center of the city, where you can get away from it all at the grounds of the Imperial Palace.